Hello, my beautiful Lightworker, Starseed, Truther family, back at my favourite spot. We're going for a walk today. I'm hoping it's not going to be too shaky. It was very shaky last time. I tried to keep it as still as I could. I've got so much to say though. I've come to my favourite spot. Things have just been absolutely crazy this week. This is the Solstice week. And I wanted to share with you because I know a lot of this is shared experience, especially for us light workers. And now I'm here, I don't know where to start. Oh, the first thing was that I was asked to give you a message. There was something I picked up. I'm walking through the woody bit. I'm recording the woody bit today because this is really pretty. I don't know what the lighting's going to be like, or the shake on the camera. I hope not too bad. So the first thing I was asked to share was one thing I learnt today, and I know this happens to us light workers a lot. We're so loving and open and giving to other people, and we never really give that to ourselves. I know so many light workers are like that. So I just want to, Spirit just wants to remind you, be compassionate to yourself. What do you need? What do you need to give yourself? What is your body asking for? What does your body need? What does your body want? What do you need? What do you want? Are you being compassionate with yourself? Are you being loving with yourself? Are you supporting yourself? I know often light workers end up supporting everybody else, and there's nothing left to give themselves. We've got to fill our well as well. I'm absolutely as guilty as anyone of that. Give. But the camera keeps going out of focus, so I apologise about that. I think it's because it's so dark. But I think that's a really important message. So this week has been absolutely crazy. Like I said, this is the solstice week I'm recording this. This is just 2 or 3 days after the solstice, and everything has just gone crazy. And I know I asked for it. I asked for ascension. I asked for higher vibration. I want to jump on this as much as anyone, but sometimes it's a struggle. And I'm a Saggy, so I'm as flexible as anyone. But it's coming so quick. I think for the past 30 years, it's like been trudging through syrup. It's been so slow, and now it's like on a greased slide. Only you're going up instead of down. Sometimes it's a case of catching up, and as we know, if we don't do it on our own, the universe will give us opportunities to do it, and they are not usually very comfortable. And no matter how enlightened we are, it's hard sometimes to get back to that inner sanctum of inner calm, inner peace, inner faith, inner trust, when it's all chaos all around you. It can be hard. So this is my go-to response. Coming up, cleansing, clearing, chatting to all you beautiful stars shining out there in the world, shining your light into the darkness. I hope you give yourself something you need as well. whether you're like me and you like communing with nature, or giving yourself a bubble bath, or gardening, or I don't know, tea and cake. That's another thing that's been knocked off recently. I'm going to get to the story of what's happened this week in a second. I'm sorry if this is jumbled. A lot has been going on, so it's hard to kind of put it in some any logical order at all. One of the things that's happening is excuse me. One of the things is all the rules and structures that I've set up for my life are being, I don't want to say eroded, chipped away, I guess. Are being kind of chipped away. And that's quite uncomfortable as well. Because I think we've taken on so many rules from society, haven't we? And I was going to say as women, but obviously it's the same for men too. You know, you have to be this size clothes, you have to be young looking, you have to be successful, and all the other things all the other rules that society places on us that, sometimes it's hard. But one thing I'm learning, I don't have to do yoga every day. I don't have to stick to keto every day. And that's a good thing. Because we can let go, once we start to question that, we can let go of our judgments a little bit, can't we? About who we are, about why we're here, about whether we're good enough, about what rules we follow, what rules we don't follow. So I don't know whether you've been going through the same thing. I would love to hear from you. If any of these things resonate with you. But what has happened this week, it was one of those big change moments. And I'm working on a new modality actually. I've been introduced to a new method of block removal that resonates with me really, really well. And with Sagittarius, we have to be learning something. 30 years of studying lightwork and I still can't stop. But it's so much fun! So, I've been learning this new modality, and of course when you start doing the work, you start seeing change, don't you? But the funny thing is, I know it's not just me the craziness has hit this week. I'd like to know whether the craziness has hit you as well. Like I said, if we don't shift the energy, the universe gives us opportunities to shift the energy, doesn't it? And that's not comfortable. So, the day after the solstice, my cat of 13 years vanishes. And as you can imagine, not knowing where your cat is absolutely heartbreaking. The next day, we track her down, and one of my neighbours thought she was a stray because Tink can't keep a collar on her to save her life, and called an animal rescue who came and rescued what they thought was a stray cat. And we eventually got her back, but obviously, as you can imagine, it was 24 hours of emotional chaos, thinking we'd lost our cat of 13 years. And of course it brought up, we've had previous cats vanish, and because it brought up all that trauma again, which I guess was good because we worked through that. And the modality I've been working on is about, well, it's something that a lot of us light workers suffer from. I know. A lot of it's to do with financial abundance, just general abundance. And of course, I asked for it, so it came. And the lovely lady brought my cat back, dropped her off, came in, and we spoke for a while. And it was strange because she was clearly a light worker, and she was running the cat sanctuary out of her own pocket. And I said to her, well, you know, I'd like to donate because I think you're doing a great job. Animals need loving and looking after. This is beautiful here. And she said, oh yeah, we take donations, but obviously I didn't have cash. I don't think many people carry cash these days, do they? And she didn't have any other method to pay her. And I wanted to help, so I've offered to help. I'm just waiting for her to kind of get back to me about whether she wants me to set up some kind of payment system so people can pay her and raise funds to help her rescue these cats that she's done off her own back and out of her own kindness. And I suddenly realised, yep, looking in the mirror, light workers just expect to give and give and give, don't they? I don't know if that's your experience. Certainly from my experience, from the light workers I've ever met, we tend to give and expect no support. I know that is karmic, and I think that's the next thing I'm going to be working on. Certainly on my membership. I'll do a YouTube video as well, obviously, about it. But obviously I'll do the full version on membership on the website, starlightworkcircle.com. If you didn't know, you probably do. The link's below. The link's always below in the description. About removing vows, promises and control chips from all previous lives, all other dimensions. I know I did this years ago and I found it so helpful. But it really is about shifting that. It's not just about our karmic energy, is it? It's about our group karmic energy. Obviously, if you want to know more about block removal in terms of working on thoughts and beliefs and energy, I've already done YouTube videos and the full version on my membership site, on my website. Like I say, the link's in the description below. So, I mean, if you're just starting out on block removal, that'd be a great place to start. But like I say, I will be doing something soon on removing vows, promises and control chips. Obviously, the more we work on it, the more we release ourselves, but the more we release the group energy as well. Which I personally, I found has just been absolutely through the roof. It's like, it's hard to assimilate the new thought patterns, isn't it? And I just wanted to know whether you'd been having the same thing this week, whether your week's been crazy, whether you've been assimilating new raised energies, new thought patterns, new belief systems, whether the world's been pushing you into higher and higher and higher vibrations, if you've been struggling to assimilate that too, and how you cope with it. So I think the more we help and support each other, the better this world can be. Not being negative, this world can feel very harsh and cruel to us light workers, as empaths, as highly sensitive people. I know I do a lot of protection, so a lot of it's water off a duck's back, but it can be taught. And if you're interested, if you're interested in protection, I've done videos on protection as well. So important for us empaths and light workers. So yeah, I'd be really interested if you've been having a cray week too. I'd even got another video ready looking at the possible financial crash, and then this came in. It's like you think you know where you go in the week, and the universe comes along and says, hey, you're following my plan, not the other way round. You follow my plan, we don't follow your plan. And this is the way we're going. And I guess we have to trust the universe knows what it's doing. A lot of the time we've got no choice, have we? Oh, right, so I hope you've enjoyed this little walk, this little update. I'm sending lots and lots and lots of love and support to all you lovely light workers, truthers, empaths, starseeds, and I hope you have a lovely weekend, or whenever it is you're watching this. That's beautiful, isn't it? I don't know if you can see that. Lots of blossom. Yeah, so sending lots and lots and lots of love and light to you all. Please do all the YouTubey things. Like, share, and especially comment. Bye!